Hi everyone, welcome to my third video. As promised, I've got some baseline data here which I am very happy to share with you, and of course I'm going to share the more data that I collect throughout the experiment with you throughout the duration of this crazy thing. Now I've got lots of different parameters that I've measured here. Each one I'm going to be testing at different intervals throughout my experiment, so I'm not going to be doing all the tests every single day, certainly not every single week, every single month, etc. But as I get new data, I'll be more than happy to share it with you, and you can see how it's impacting different things. So I've got lots of things that I've measured today, and I'm going to talk about why I've measured each one as I give you the result for each one as well. All right, so let's see. Let's start off with some body weight measures. My body weight this morning was 64.8 kilograms. My height is 1.69 centimeters. If we look at something called the body mass index, which is a weight for height measure, I'm right in the middle of the ideal range. So that's 22.7 kilograms per meter square. So ideal body weight. Next we have my waist circumference. My waist circumference was 75 centimeters. That's measured at the height of the belly button. And if we look at my weight to my height, that's around about 44%. My waist is 44% of my height. Okay. As a general marker, you want to keep it below 50%. And if we look at the NICE guidelines, both the BMI and the waist circumference well within the ideals. Hopefully that doesn't change much throughout this experiment. And remember, the purpose of this experiment is to stay in a neutral energy balance throughout. So I shouldn't expect to see any changes in my body weight. However, there are certain people out there that claim calories don't matter. Diets matter, but calories don't matter. There's not a lot of evidence behind that to suggest that's true. If it is true, we're going to find out, because I'm going to be strictly sticking to my energy expenditure and matching it with my energy intake. And I'm going to be monitoring all of that quite closely and sharing that information with you. After a month of doing that, then if my weight has come down dramatically or gone up dramatically, I think we can have an answer there. But I'm not expecting it to be honest. I'll be surprised if it changes. I'll be surprised. That's not the intention. What I am expecting initially are changes in my weight from glycogen storage, which is the stored carbohydrate in the muscle, because that's going to get lower and lower, and the associated water storage with that would probably be about a kilo and a half to 3 pounds. Other than that, I'm not expecting weight change. Okay, so we might see a little bit between weeks one, between the first week, but after the first week, for the rest of the month, I'm not expecting to see anything. And then from the end of the first month to however long my experiment lasts, hopefully 3 months, then I'm not expecting to see anything other than that. Body fat percentage. I measured my body fat percentage using a bioelectrical impedance analysis device, a BIA impedance analysis device. The one I used was called the Body Stat, and the percentage I got this morning was, where's it gone? 15.4%. So 15.4% body fat. In terms of my fat mass, that estimated I have 10.0 kilograms of fat mass in my body. That's about 70,000 calories. 70,000 calories. So I want to learn to tap into that. 70,000 calories. In terms of my lean weight, 54.8 kilos. I'm hoping that doesn't change much. I don't have a lot of muscle in the first place. I certainly don't want to lose it, so hopefully I can hold on to that. So that's our anthropometry. Next, we'll look at some blood data. I measured my blood glucose level this morning, and that was at 5.1. So again, well within the ideals, considering it was overnight fast. So I'm more than happy with that. I didn't measure my blood ketone level this morning. Didn't see the point. I'm expecting it to be very, very low. I'm not even 24 hours into doing this yet. Certainly this morning I was only a few hours into doing it. I would expect my ketone levels to be very, very low. I'm going to start measuring my blood ketone levels from day 3 onwards and seeing where they are. Okay, and I'll talk to you more about that on that video. So I didn't measure the blood ketones, but that is something I'm going to be measuring. All right. What else from the blood? So triglycerides. So that's the amount of fat in the blood that we use to make energy from. 1.45. So again, within the norms. Let's see how that changes, because of course I'm going to be eating a lot of fats throughout this experiment. So I'll be very interested to see how that changes. Ideal range is less than 2.0. So hopefully it stays within the ideals, but let's see. I'm very active, so hopefully I'm using up the blood that's going into my body, sorry, the fat that's going into my body at the rate that is coming in, certainly over 24 hours. So we'll see. We'll see if that triglyceride level changes much. I'll be very interested in that one. Let's look at cholesterol next. High-fat diets, and particularly high saturated fat diets, are known to have an impact on cholesterol. So let's see what it is. So my total cholesterol today was 4.24. Less than 5.0 is what's recommended for the healthy average person. Less than 5.0, so 4.25, well within the norms. I don't want that to change. The bad cholesterol, the LDL cholesterol, today mine was 1.52. Again, recommended as less than 3.0 for healthy individuals. So 1.52, really good. HDL cholesterol, that's the good cholesterol, it's protective. Recommended as greater than 1.0 for the average healthy male. 2.05, so again, well within the norms. Hopefully that stays. That definitely stays. So that's my cholesterol. Okay, so we've done glucose, we've done cholesterol. Next we'll look at blood pressure. Why am I interested in blood pressure? The mineral management of this diet is very important. When your body is excreting stores of glucose and associated water, it quite happily excretes a lot of minerals, i.e. sodium, magnesium, potassium, and we need to make sure I'm getting enough of those in the diet. And they always recommend, but the literature recommends actually taking in more sodium than the average recommendations for the average person on a normal healthy balanced diet that's rich in carbohydrates. So more sodium. So I'm going to be taking in a lot more sodium. Why? It will help hydration. It will hopefully reduce instances of muscle cramps and reduce instances of headaches, which are all associated with the early stages of a ketogenic diet. And of course, sodium is linked with high blood pressure. So I want to monitor my blood pressure. Today mine was 126/84. So again, within the norms. Hopefully it stays there. Next, fitness. My resting heart rate this morning was 55 beats per minute. I did a polar fitness test this morning as well, and it was an estimated VO2 max test. It's, for people that don't know, it's a test that's conducted completely at rest. It takes your resting data. They've got a lot of evidence behind it. It extrapolates all the data it thinks it needs to be able to get a result. And it estimated mine to be at 60 millimole per minute, 60 millimole per kilo per minute, which it regarded me as an elite. Now, of course, it's not a direct measure, it's an indirect measure. It extrapolated all of the data above resting levels. They have their research behind it. They say it's highly accurate. Hopefully it is. I'm quite happy with that score. It's not my highest score, but I'm happy with that score. I think it's reflective of my fitness level though. So again, in a month's time, when I've been doing all this low intensity exercise while I'm adapting to this diet, hopefully that doesn't change too much. Hopefully I don't lose too much fitness. It'd be interesting to see at months 2, when I have adapted to the diet and I'm able to exercise again at moderate to higher intensities, if I can get that back, if it's stable, if it improves. So yeah, I'm very interested on that one. And that's it. That's all my baseline data. If you would like any more information on this, if you would like me to measure any more data fields, please let me know. All my details are on the link underneath this. You know my website, londonsportsdietitian.com. You can find me on Facebook as well, Steve Feggiano. So yeah, please let me know if there's anything more you would like in terms of the information. And hey, wish me luck. Day 1. 3/4 of the way through, nearly. Thanks. Bye.